Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 21 career mode with Leicester City, and today we've got episode 16. Coming up in today's episode then we have the quarter-finals of the Europa League where we're going to be facing Manchester United, and in today's episode we're going to be playing both games. Also we've got two games coming up in the Premier League as well, and you can see at the moment we are in 4th place on 63 points, and Man City have now took our 2nd place spot, but they are a game ahead of us, so if we play our cards right in today's episode we could find ourselves back in that 2nd place spot. In the last episode then, we found out that Jamie Vardy was considering retirement, so in today's episode, we're going to look to try and rectify that by offering him a new contract, and hopefully he won't retire. Coming up then in today's episode, we've got two games in the Europa League quarter-finals where we're facing Manchester United, so that's going to be a tough tie. We've also got two games coming up in the Premier League where we look to possibly reclaim our 2nd place spot, but as long as we stay in the top 4 from now to the end of the season, I'd be pretty much happy with that, I've got to say. And like I say also as well, Jamie Vardy possibly retiring. Well, I want to try and get him out of that, but if he does retire, you know, it would make things a little bit exciting for Season 2. So we'll find out in today's episode. So if you guys do enjoy it, please leave a like down below on the video. We can hit above 100 likes once again, that'd be amazing. And also guys, if you are new, you want to see more of these career mode videos, hit the red subscribe button down below. Now it's time then to get into some of your guys' comments from the previous episode. And don't forget guys, I want to get your comments involved, leave them down below in the comment section. Like I say, it can be from anything, from the squad, formation, transfers, anything about Leicester in real life that has changed that you would like to see implemented into this career mode. Let me know down below. Like I say, I'll pick them out for the next episode. Let's get into the first one then, which is from Arya Man saying, "Hey man, great vid again. Would love to see you use some young low overall players like Thomas in cup games and get at least 1 to 2 appearances from the bench just to make it a little bit more realistic." Now, I appreciate that comment, and I agree as well. These young players haven't really used all season if, you know, they haven't got an appearance at all. And players like Thomas should be getting some game time at left back. I agree, especially in cup games early on, you know, early rounds of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Thomas, just one player out of many here you can see that we've got on the bench, and I do look to change that for next season. Obviously now we're quite late on in the FA Cup and the Europa League. You know, if I need to, I will use them. But definitely next season we'll change that around and start using them early on in the cup competitions. So let's get into the second comment here then, which comes from Amal saying, "Renew Vardy's contract right away or he will approach to retire and you can't do anything else." Now, like I said, we just spoke about this, you know, looking to offer Vardy a new contract, and that's something we're going to do. But like I say, if he does end up retiring, it would, you know, set up a nice little storyline for Season 2 of possibly how do Leicester then cope without Jamie Vardy in the team. Let's get into the third and final comment, which does come from Hakima saying, "Sell Vardy and sign Dominic Calvert-Lewin." Now, this player, like I say, I was thinking about signing him, you know, in the January transfer window. But if we take a quick look, he isn't fully scouted, but he is valued at 35.5 million. So, like I said, I don't want to sell Vardy because I don't feel like that's realistic enough. But let's just say he does come, you know, in today's episode or one episode in the future and just says, you know, look, I'm going to retire, and then we do need to sign a replacement. Now, we did sign a replacement in the January transfer window, but again, I signed him in the hope that Jamie Vardy maybe would retire in at least 2 to 4 seasons. I didn't expect him to retire, you know, possibly this season. So Calvert-Lewin could be the player that we could bring in Season 2 if Jamie Vardy was to retire. So let's get into the first game in today's episode, where we're going to be facing Burnley at home in the Premier League. Like I said, we've got 4 games coming up in today's episode. This one is going to be at home in the Premier League, whereas the other Premier League game is going to be away from home. So I'd rather simulate this one. I was going to simulate any, and I do believe we should be able to get the win. We've got quite a few days rest time before the United game, so Tielemans, I don't feel the problem, should be able to play. And yeah, let's simulate this one, hopefully get the win against Burnley, and, you know, get off to a good start in today's episode. And we get a 3-0 win. Mahrez getting himself a goal, 2 goals. And Ricardo Pereira getting himself a goal like 6 minutes into the game. So that's a good start in today's episode. And yeah, let's move on. Here is then the Premier League table after that first game against Burnley. Like I said, we've got one more game coming up in the Premier League in today's episode. But we are in 3rd place at the moment, level on points with United. And now, 5 points behind Liverpool. So I don't see us catching them up anytime soon. But like I said, if we can stay in the top 4, I'm pretty happy with that. You know, we're starting to run away from the 5th and 6th place at the moment, and hopefully can just stay in that top 4. Let's take a look down the table, because I haven't really showed a full table in quite a while. We've got to be honest, you can see the full table there. Burnley are in 15th place on 29 points. But up next, we've got United in the Europa League. But like I say, we do have another Premier League game. That is going to be against Fulham, who are in the relegation zone at the moment. So before we go any further then and get into the next game against United, we need to start talking about Jamie Vardy and what we should do And well, there's only two things we can do. Offer him a contract, see if he accepts it, and see if that gets him out of his retirement phase. Or, you know, possibly he might come back here, you know, after looking at the contract and say, you know what, I am going to retire. So let's just delegate renewal, and the scout recommends between 180 and 290,000 for him, and I'm happy for that, because this guy, without him this season, I'd happily say it would be, you know, around about 7th or 8th, or possibly even 9th place in the table, and definitely not winning the Carabao Cup. So we're going to offer him this, see what he says. And I've reached an agreement on the following terms. Crucial, a 0-year contract extension and 180,000 wage. So let's accept that. So he is going to do that. But let's have a look at the actual, how many years are left. So he's got 3 years left at the club anyway. So that's great. He's accepted the new contract. But I don't know if that still will get him out of his retirement. You know, will he then, you know, come up in the next month and say, you know what, I'm still retiring? He still might say that. But we've offered him a new contract, and that's all we can do. But up next then, we've got the quarterfinals of the Europa League, like I say, where we face Manchester United, probably the toughest opposition you could face, looking at these teams. But again, Atalanta, I wouldn't, you know, put it past them. If we played them, that'd be a really tough game, as well as Villarreal as well, and a number of other teams. Like I say, I'm not saying United is the, you know, the best one out of them all, but it is a tough team to face in these quarterfinals. But let's get into the first leg and see how we do. Here's how we line up then going into this game against United. The first leg is going to be at home, which is nice, you know, so hopefully get off to a good start in these 2 legs. And you can see United's team there, you know, pretty much unchanged. Got Corona on the right-hand side. There is a joke to be made there, but either way, you got Martial up front, Fernandes behind him, Rashford on the left. You know, it's going to be a strong side. We have faced them in the Premier League, and I remember winning one game. I think it was 1-0 against them. I'm sure we faced them a second time and possibly lost. I'm not too sure, but they are a tough team to face. We've got our strongest starting 11 ready, fully fit for the game. Let's get into it. Okay, United are on an attack here. Martial, and no way, he's done me. He's absolutely done me, and he's got it into the back of the net. 4 minutes in, United take the lead. Martial, it's absolutely done me there, and I can't believe that. Normally, I just bring the defender out, a little bit of a tussle, possibly wing the ball, and you can see here, try being Sonucci across, and he's just done me. Just no skill involved. Just I've been overcommitted to you know, to the tackle. And he's absolutely done me, and they go off the post and in, and literally within 5 minutes, United take the lead here, and Martial, yeah, okay, we need to get into gear here and start performing a lot better. Okay, out wide, Bruno Fernandes here, linking up well with a number of players. Let's have a see, can we get this ball back? United are playing really well so far, 26 minutes in, obviously grabbed themselves the early goal as well. And Matic now, the pass, no way, oh thank God, Schmeichel got absolutely done again. Martial is on fire in this game. Just can't seem to get anything going. But maybe here, Camavinga inside, back to Harvey Barnes. Okay, not bad. Tielemans. Through for, oh my God, I wanted that through for Harvey Barnes. Why play it for Mahrez? Vardy looking for Camavinga. That would have been actually pretty nice for Harvey Barnes. But never mind, we might be in here. Harvey Barnes working it inside. Going to take the shots. And, okay, decent shot. That, a lot better than I expected. De Gea forced to make the save. Let's take a look at the replay here. You can see a lot better of a shot than I thought it would have been. And I thought the defender were going to block it, but we've got ourselves a corner. Tielemans to take. Okay. The header maybe. And, okay, can't even get on the loose ball either. Oh, United. Okay, Bruno Fernandes need to stop him because he can shoot from range, as we've seen in other games. And, okay, Fred now on the ball. Matic really struggling to, you know, once you receive the ball, struggling to find space to, you know, get anywhere really on the attack. Vardy's not had his normal service today. Okay, United still on this here. There we go. Great. Ricardo Pereira. Play that down for Mahrez. He's not got a breast sprint speed, but he's away. He's in space. Okay, players catching up. Get the cross in, and he's going to get the cross in. And, okay, Vardy just couldn't get to that. There we go. Vardy, I can see Tielemans is free. Down. There we go. Mahrez now. Back inside, maybe I just couldn't get the pass inside. And 71 minutes now into this game. I might have to make a few changes, and I just don't know who to change really, because I don't see any one change or even 3 changes possibly helping us in this game. Oh, here we go, maybe Vardy, great pass inside. Tielemans out wide for Mahrez. Come on, Mahrez, get yourself inside that box. A little chip over. Oh, okay, play the pass. Pereira, we've still got this ball here now. We need to try and definitely get something from this. A little bit of a risky pass. Harvey Barnes. Vardy didn't go the way I wanted to. Tielemans, and the shot, and no power behind it. 83 minutes in. You know, I'm not obviously too worried because we've got another leg as of yet, but the fact that we can't get anything from this one and we are at home is a little bit worrying. And there we have it then, at full time in this first leg. Leicester 0, United 1, and it's not got off to a good start in this knockout stage so far. Like I say, I'm a little bit worried because, you know, they got themselves the away goal now, and obviously we were at home and unable to create many chances against United. But if we didn't turn off early on, they wouldn't have scored that first goal, hopefully. But yeah, we're going to the second leg now, 1-0 down. So here is how the other teams fared in the quarterfinals. You can see obviously we got a 1-0 loss. Hoffenheim and Club Brugge got a 1-1 draw. Arsenal and Villarreal. Arsenal won 4-2 in that first game. And then Atalanta getting the 2-1 win. Here is the table then going into the next game, which is going to be against Fulham, who, as we seen at the start of the episode, were in relegation battle. And they are at the moment still in 18th place on 25 points. Looking quite tight there at the bottom. 23, 24, 25. And 27 and then 29 for West Ham in 16th place. So it's looking quite tight. But you can see here, Man City have got up into second place, but they play 2 games more than us at the moment. So I've got a feeling that they have been knocked out of the Champions League. That's why they've been able to play so many more games ahead of us. Maybe not, but we'll find out. But like I say, win this game, we go up to 39 points. Still a game in hand against Manchester City. So here is how we line up then for the third game in today's episode. We're against Fulham away from home in this one. Like I said, this was the option to sim this game or the Burnley game. And I thought Burnley, just because we're at home, I don't want to simulate that game. So I'd rather play this one. You know, well, I'd rather sim the Burnley game being at home and then play this one away from home. It does make sense. You can see we made a few changes to the side. Sengi Zunda's going to play on that right-hand side. Max Aaron's going to play at right back. We've got Fofana coming in at centre-back. And also De Silva coming in midfield for Tielemans. Just because Tielemans hasn't fully recovered. And he's played pretty much every game all season. Same for him, Diddy, really. But, you know, it'd be great to give De Silva some game time. So, let's get into this one against Fulham. And hopefully get another 3 points. Oh, here we go. Harvey Barnes, a low cross. And Vardy just couldn't get there at the back post. And we are going to win ourselves the corner here. And a little pop-up there saying that Fulham are the worst defensive team. So today we should easily be grabbing a goal or 2. Maybe not the win. Obviously I don't want to be overconfident. You know, but they are in a relegation zone. So on paper you would say we would win. But what I'm trying to say is, with them being the worst defensive team, we should be getting a goal or 2. And here we go. The corner. Cross in from Harvey Barnes. The header maybe. He's not going to be on. Camavinga now just looking for maybe a killer pass. And, oh, okay, blocked. Okay, Fulham now on the attack. Robinson inside for Wood. And okay, the shot is away. Schmeichel saved us. We need to be performing a lot better in these games. I've noticed this episode and last episode, we're really struggling in the first 45 minutes to create many chances. But here we go, Fulham. The cross comes in from Kearney. The header away from Mukiele. But Fulham still got the ball here. Hughes. And get maybe on the counter-attack. Okay. Oh, Sengi's under. And Max Arendt is going to collect it. Here we go, De Silva now, getting the pass up towards Vardy, and Harvey Barnes is looking sort of free on this left-hand side. Maybe back inside with a pass, and okay, not really anyone we could really pass to then. We can now, and another pass down. De Silva's going to take the shot, and okay, not the best of players to take a shot with. I've got to say, 74 rated, but it's all we had at the time. And it doesn't look too, okay, yeah, okay, it is kind of wide. Up towards Vardy now, who's on the ball. Out wide here to De Silva once again, who might have to take it alone. And, okay, the pass. I wanted to try and take that alone with him, but the angle just wasn't great. I can see Harvey Barnes is free. Take that round. Finesse shot, but the defender is going to block it. And these last 10-15 minutes of this first half, we've been performing a lot better, but we need to carry that on into the second half now, because we can't leave this game without 3 points. Oh, here we go, Fulham. Oh, no. Oh, thank God Schmeichel was there. Well, obviously he was there, but you know what I mean? He was there on the right side at the right time to make the save. And Fulham getting off to a good start in the second half. Again, you know what? We're not performing. As soon as they get possession of the ball, they're working it forward really well. And we just can't seem to do that. But they've got themselves a corner. 53 minutes in. Hughes is going to go off. Loftus-Cheek's going to come on. And, okay, the volley was blocked. No. Oh, my days. Fulham take the lead. Fulham take the lead in this game. From the corner, I thought we had it cleared. I thought we had it under control. But they work it back into the box. And they grab themselves the first goal of the game. And we really are a poor team at this moment in time. Look at this here. Just a few passes. Really free. I tried to put the tackle in there. Running across with Castagna. But it wasn't enough. And that's his first goal in the league. And now this second half is going to contain, you know, us trying to get back to level and also trying to get the 3 points. Out wide. Here we go. Harvey Barnes inside. Just keep a hold of it. And he is going to... What the hell is going on? And okay, we've still got a hold of this ball. Castagne inside. Down to Vardy maybe. And we are. And he's just not going to be able to keep hold of it, man. He loses it just right before goal. Okay, inside. Harvey Barnes with the shots. And it is going to be a decent shot. We are going to get ourselves the corner. We've made 3 changes in this side to try and resurrect ourselves, to try and get the win. The cross in from Harvey Barnes. The header is unlikely, and the goalkeeper's going to catch that one. But we have made 3 changes. Mahrez, who are brought on, he hasn't come on the right-hand side, but he's come on in midfield. And also made a couple of other changes as well. Right, we've gone on to ultra-attacking now to try and get ourselves to win. And Edouard is on, and he's just going to lose the ball so easily. 10 minutes remain. I've tried to make all the tactical changes I can. You know, substitutions, got us on team pressing, you can see. It's just leaving gaps all over the pitch. But just trying to do everything we can, you know, and just not working in this game against Fulham. And let's have a see. Can we get on the counter-attack? Can't even win the ball back here. Harvey Barnes help him out. Now around the cross inside. Schmeichel is going to collect it. Right, okay. Let's go out with Max Aarons here. Get yourself up the pitch. Never mind. Okay, he's there. Still made the run. Up towards the striker. Inside. And okay, Mahrez played a free ball. Tielemans with the shot. And just another save from the goalkeeper. 87 minutes in. Another corner. Harvey Barnes whips it in. The header, of course, isn't going to be there. We do win the ball back here. Max Aarons pass. And, oh no, an injury. You're joking. Not an injury. And inside, Edson Edouard, the shot. But again, nothing's going to come from it. It looks like we're going to lose this game, which is really disappointing. But the injury is what I'm more concerned about. I'd rather lose and not have no injury than an injury, especially in midfield as well. Okay, maybe not a loss. Maybe not a loss. Played a pass inside. De Silva, finish that one. And there we go. We get the draw. Late on in this game, the injured player, who is Josh De Silva, I hope to God he's not injured for too long. And it's just like a couple of day thing, because we can't afford to lose another midfield player, pretty much. But he gets, not the winner, but the equaliser late on. Edouard, who we brought on, you can see, plays a great pass inside. De Silva gets himself in a great position. And we make it 1-1. But again, I'm not too pleased. That's his first goal for the club. I know, because he scored in the FA Cup, didn't he? But it's his first goal in the Prem. But I'm not too pleased because we should be getting 3 points from this game. It really should be. Against the worst defensive team in the league. And we leave the game with a 1-1 draw. So we're just back then after that game. We're going to take a look at the Premier League table. But I've had no email about an injury to De Silva. Let's take a quick look down here. And he's not injured. So thank God he isn't injured. Because like I say, all we've got is these 3 midfielders here. And De Silva to last us to the end of the season. As you can see, Chowdhury, I still haven't took off the bench. We're going to have to make that change. But Chowdhury got injured for 3 months, so we won't see the rest of the season. But thank God De Silva didn't get injured then, because we would have been in, literally a nightmare with, positions and all that sort of stuff. But up next, we've got the United game, as you can see. Let's take a quick look at the league table whilst we're here. And after that game, we move up into 3rd place on 67 points. So United must have lost their game. Quick look up here, and they lost to Chelsea 2-0. So we're a point ahead of them at the moment, which is nice. And also, we're a game in hand against Manchester City. So we win our next game. We do go level on points with them. Liverpool, I believe, they lost their last game against West Ham. So we won that one against Fulham. We'll be 2 points behind Liverpool right now. But unfortunately, Fulham came out there today and gave us a good game. But here we are then, lining up for the final game in today's episode against United at Old Trafford. And United pretty much playing a similar side. We've got Skriniar there coming in defence for them. A few players haven't recovered fully. Wan-Bissaka, Rashford there that I can see. But we've got our strongest starting 11. We need to try and get through into this next round. We need to turn it round in today's episode. We got off to a win with this simulated game, but, I didn't really have much of an impact on that, apart from choosing the side. But then the defeat to United, and then also the draw to Fulham, which I expected a fully win. But yeah, this leads us into our final game now. We are going to be away from home for this one. It's going to be difficult. Harvey Barnes could do with a little bit of a rest. Might make that change at some point in the game. But we've got our strongest starting 11. No reason we shouldn't go out there and try and win this game. But yeah, let's get into it. Here we are then, lining up against United for this game, the second leg. And United have already got themselves an away goal, so we need to, think about that and make sure we get 2 goals in this game to go through pretty much in the, obviously, 90 minutes. It's going to be tough. United are a really strong side, and in that first game, once we had the ball, it was really difficult to, find room and get a way forward. And, Vardy isn't the tallest of strikers, so, doing crosses in just wasn't helping at all. I'm going to have to try and think of a different game plan going into this game. Okay, already United on the break here. Martial almost letting one go. And he is down in the box. Let's get ourselves on the break here. And no, Harvey Barnes. And that's one thing I've noticed. Whenever I play United, I don't know if it's just due to the difficulty or whatever, but they put a lot more slide tackles in. And they're always winning the ball, obviously. They're never committing fouls. Every time they put a slide tackle in, they're always winning this ball. But yeah, Martial almost, okay, already on the break once again. Him and Bruno Fernandes link up so well. And again, let's win this one back. And did he? Okay. Harvey Barnes up to Vardy, who's got space for Mahrez. Knock this one forward. Mahrez, take your time. Shot away, and Vardy. And there we go, the first goal in the game. 11 minutes in, we level it up over the 2 games. 12 minutes. And Vardy has scored. Please turn it around in this final game, please, guys. And obviously down to my performance, but yeah, Vardy's finally scored in today's episode, which he hasn't scored today, which is a little bit of a surprise. Maybe he did in the first game against Burnley, I can't remember. But Mahrez, he fully expected him to put that one away. But De Gea with a great save. Falls to Vardy, who fires that one through the players. And there we go, the first goal of the game. Vardy now into Barnes. And we're playing a lot better now. Probably because we've got a bit of confidence in us. Camavinga down to Vardy, who's going to cut this back inside. Finesse shots and 2-0. There we go, 2-0. 18 minutes in, Vardy scoring for the second time in this game within 6 minutes. Once in the 12th, once in the 18th. And we've got a new lease of life in this game. I don't know what it is. I haven't made any changes, to the game or anything. But there we go. Vardy cuts inside and then finesse shots that one round De Gea. And 2-0 now in this game. And just maybe we might be through into the next round. But it's early to say. Only 18 minutes in. Okay, over the top, United, they're in here. All they've got to do is get the pass across. And okay, Ricardo Pereira, a bit dramatic with the diving header, but I don't mind. He's got it cleared. United, a new player here on this right-hand side. I can't seem to deal with him. He's doing pretty well. And okay, Wan-Bissaka is going to clear that one for a goal kick. Okay, no. Thank God. We had a little bit of a problem there. Passed it around the back, cleared it to, passed it to Schmeichel, who tried to do a goal kick, but for some reason only kicked it to outside the penalty area, where United won a header and got themselves through on goal. The cross, no way. Oh, Schmeichel. Oh my God, get this cleared. Let's get it cleared up the field, anywhere. Just as long as it's not in our area, we'll be fine. So we're just about to go into the half-time. United got themselves a corner, the cross in, the header, and Harvey Barnes cleared that one. And there we go. We're going to half-time here. 2-0 in this game. 2-1 over the 2 legs. We're doing really well so far. We've just got to see ourselves out. The next 45 minutes, we could be going through into the semi-finals. Okay, United are through. United are going to be through here unless we can put a decent tackle in. Martial now on the ball, trying to get players behind it. Sonuncu getting the block in, but this player again. And I need to do a bit of research into who this guy is. Like, he's doing really good this game. Rashford now. Sonuncu, another block. Can we just get this cleared? And Camavinga now. And Harvey Barnes. I expect you to make the run there, Harvey, but okay. As long as we've got possession of the ball up towards Vardy. And okay, getting not really much room to work in here. No players making a run forward. Mukiele up towards Camavinga now. And let's try and get this across. Tielemans up towards Vardy. Okay, down towards Mahrez. And just the run just wasn't great. Okay, a little bit dangerous here at the back. United are pressing really hard up here, but Tielemans now get this down to Mahrez and just try and keep possession for these last 15 minutes, because it's got, okay, yeah, things like that happen, and it can lead United through. Camavinga, get that down to Harvey Barnes. Okay, if we get the third goal, I've been more than happy to do that. Cut that back inside, the pass inside to Vardy, and okay, I want to try and take it alone with him there, but I wasn't able to achieve that. And again, look how quick United get forward with the team press. But then also, to get themselves back just in time to defend. Okay, maybe another chance here. Mahrez inside for Vardy. Could we make it 3-0 just before the end of the game? Vardy with the shots. It's going to go wide. But that doesn't matter. The full-time whistle has been blown. And we go through into the next round of the Europa League. And a surprise turn of events. Even I'm a bit surprised that we won that game. Just after how difficult the first one was. Even this game was difficult at times. We got the 2 goals. But then since that, the second goal going in till the final whistle, United were all over us. And I'm a little bit surprised they didn't score themselves another goal. But either way, we got ourselves a deserved win. And we go through into the semi-finals. So here is how the quarterfinals then ended in today's episode. Obviously went through after beating United 2-1 over the 2 games. Hoffenheim go through 4-3. Arsenal actually won on away goals 5-5 over them 2 games. I would have loved to watch that. And then Atalanta 4-2. And they're going through into the semi-finals as well. So the semi-finals are going to look like this. And we're going to face Hoffenheim and Arsenal are going to face Atalanta. So only 4 teams remain. It's going to get really tough from here. So then, my player of the episode for today's episode has to go to Jamie Vardy. You know, he scored them 2 goals in that previous game against United to get us through into semi-finals. Like I say, if we didn't have him this season, I wouldn't like to think where we'd be in the league, Europa League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, you know what I mean? With him in the team, has allowed us to do so much this season. And so for me, he's going to be the player of the episode. Also, don't forget to join us in the next episode where we do take on Liverpool in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Wolves also facing Sheffield Wednesday. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. What an episode it has been. You know, starting off the game with a win against Burnley, but then, you know, losing to United in the Europa League and then getting a draw against Fulham, but then somehow managing to pull it out the bag and go through into the next round of the Europa League against United. Tops off today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like down below on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. And I'll see you guys for the next episode.